Hi, my name is Ollie Fathers. This is my studio in South London. Thank you for letting me be part of this whole UA Art Line experience. It's been an honour to be invited to make this exhibition, so yeah, thank you and welcome to my studio. The opportunity to make an exhibition for the Underground Network in Seoul was just a no-brainer for me. It's such an amazing opportunity and a real honour to be asked and invited. And with the title of the whole show, Happy Together, the colours that I use and the way that things are done is in a fun, playful, happy way, showing about how we move around together. So yeah, it's a perfect combination and something I'm really, really pleased to be part of. To have the opportunity to make some artwork for an exhibition on the Underground in Seoul has been, a really amazing experience, and so a lot of the inspirations for the artworks that I've used and made for that space are based on my own kind of interactions with built-up cities and how we move around a space. So it's a perfect kind of connection, and the opportunity to make a show to be on that Underground network is it's a really, really great opportunity. It's a very special experience, and it's been really thankful for. I think if I was trying to get a message across in these works, it's just they're fun, playful adaptations of how we move around on a daily basis, making more aesthetically pleasing depictions of that daily commute. So, in a much more playful, happy way. So, if people gain that kind of feeling from looking at the works, then that's been a real success, and that's what I'm hoping to achieve with this exhibition, and where the different parts are situated within the Underground. So hopefully people will see them and get that sense of familiarity, and that will bring happiness and joy and a smile to the face on what can sometimes be quite a laborious journey back and forth. If I had to describe the work in one word, I'd say my artwork is fluid. It's really important when I make them. I've spent over 10 years making these works, getting the viscosity of the paint to the perfect level so that when I do drip it, you have this sort of fluid motion of it going around the shapes, but also leaving a perfect trail of the path that it's been on. In a literal term, fluid is important for how to actually make them, but also it's a kind of idealised way of how things move around, this sort of fluid notion. So it's capturing sort of fluid movement. I think that's a really good way to describe the works. Fluid. I take artistic inspiration from a variety of things. Notably, particularly with these sorts of works, it's definitely living in a built-up city, being surrounded by architecture, high-rise buildings, roads, and I used to spend a long time just going to busy places and watching how people move around spaces like this, so whether it be travelling on trains, underground, buses, around London, but it applies to all cities. It could be Seoul, New York, Australia, somewhere, any built-up city. I just find it fascinating watching people move around and how we're forced to move in certain ways, down to pathways, roads, travel systems, and that's always been an inspiration for these works. So when I'm making them, I sort of think about it as if when I'm putting the blocks down, I'm acting like a town planner. So I spend a lot of time walking around cities and thinking about it like that. And then the paint is moving around like how we move. So I'm sort of basically making my idealistic, aesthetically pleases minimal environments and then creating my own little landscape. So a big artistic inspiration for these is just living in built-up environments and just spending a lot of time watching and observing how people move around and sort of thinking about how you can depict that in an artistic way. Yeah, I think obviously COVID-19 has made people get much more disconnected than before, which is a real shame, but I think in some ways it's also been a chance to realise what the most important things are to you. I've probably called and spoke to my family and close friends more than I ever would have before. So I guess in some ways I've been comforted more by them than I perhaps would have normally. It sort of made you realise what the most important things are to you, and just being able to phone them or use Zoom and interact with that, stuff like that has been great. Yeah, I think culture and art are everything in everyday life. I think without those, it would be a very mundane, boring place. Whether it's fine art, visual arts, music, anything like that just takes people's mind away from the everyday grind of work and things. It's just, I think it's crucial to keep people sane. If you can listen to a song and it can take you away for a few minutes, or if you're even just walking along and seeing an advertising board that's just done in a graphic way that can make you think outside the box and do something different. I think all these things are crucially important to just maintaining a stable society. I think it's one of the most important things. So I think it's sort of driven home last year as well about how important these things are to people, and how much people have missed some of them. Being able to go to galleries, museums, live concerts. I think it's really important for people's mental health to be able to embrace and enjoy these things. God, yeah, 100%. I definitely believe art can be a really important thing to bring positive energy to people, especially given everything that's going on in the last year. Whether it's, like I mentioned before, just taking people's headspace away from stresses and stuff of thinking about everyday life. If you go to an exhibition or see something that makes you think, lose your mind thinking about it and trying to understand what's going on, or thinking like what the artist could be trying to depict, or just taking your mind to a different place, and that's amazing. It takes your stress away, and to think in a different way, use a different part of your brain. I think it's really crucially important to be able to have art to give you that kind of positive energy. By making art or seeing art, and encourage people to want to make it themselves or go and be creative. That's amazing as well. If you can encourage people to do that, it's just another thing that's going to benefit and create some positive energy to people's lives. Thank you for the opportunity to make this exhibition, and anyone who's been watching this interview. It's been a really amazing experience for me. I'm really proud of to take part in such an exhibition. Really hope everybody enjoys the show. UI Artline, happy together.